up? Mikerowchip here playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is the C&O Hinton Division, episode 107. Yep, 107. All right, so we're here with Graham now, and Graham is working the Hinton Industries and the Avis Industries. So right now we're in Hinton, and we're on this track here. We got to pull this out. Do I sound confused? I am, because I watched a little bit of my last episode to kind of pick up what was going on, but I still can't remember. Why is this car way over here when it's going to Hinton New River Grocery Store? It should be on this track over here. Did I split it up because it was too heavy or something? Not that it makes a difference, but okay, so let's pull forward now. All right, now I got to remember, I got to slow down early. Okay, so let's make sure these, can't imagine why they wouldn't be. Yeah, it's right. It's right. All right, so we're going to pile this boxcar on the end into here. And then we got the Hinton Block Company, which is going to go where? It's got to go down this way. I know that, but I mean, where am I going to? Am I going to put it back on this track, maybe? And then that way I can pull them back the other way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. There we go. Right there is about. That'll do. And now we're going to back it up. Now, this whole stack here should be going to New River, right? It is. Okay. Back on this train again. Yeah, I know. You have a hard time stopping here. Alrighty. Yeah, so we'll start putting stuff that goes, because even though it's the Hinton Block Company, did I get rid of the, I did. Even though it's the Hinton Block Company, it's actually over towards Avis. So, yeah. Alrighty. This one seems to be parked a little close to this track here, for my liking. What did I do last episode? Was I drunk again? I'm just kidding. I don't do my episodes drunk. I do drink, but it's always Coke Zero. I don't drink any alcoholic drinks while doing this. Not that there would be anything necessarily wrong with that, but, you know, I just don't. All right. Was I acting drunk last episode? There, that's how you want to put it. Was I acting drunk? I wasn't drunk, but was I acting drunk? Okay, so we'll apply the handbrake here, decouple this, and then we'll pull forward, because these have to go on that other track now, right? Yeah. But don't we have other ones going? Avis Honecker Lumber. Yeah, none of this stuff's going over. So where's all my Avis stuff? Is it on the Avis track? Is that what it is? Gosh, that would even make sense, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'll figure out where it all is. It's here parked somewhere. I'll find it. Don't you worry. Yeah. As soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to go exercise. I know, I mean, that kind of information it's interesting. But the other thing I'm going to do, Chacao, which admittedly I should have been doing, but I haven't been, is I'm going to work on my Tidewater route and get that one to have locals and run it more prototypical. Again, I want to emphasize more prototypical. I know some people will look at it and say, well, they would actually do this, this, and that. I hear you. I'm ignoring you, but I hear you. Alrighty. So these three are going to the Hinton Block Company. We'll back them up past this frog right there. Then we got a whole ton going up into Hinton New River. And then we have Hinton Foundry, which will come back on this track again. So we're kind of blocking right now is what we're doing. We're blocking this loadout so we can move it to where it needs to go more efficiently. That'll do. So these are all reefers here. That are up next. So we'll apply it. There we go. Forgot who I am. Come around this way. I was at a hobby store I've never been to before. They had everything there. Drawing supplies. They had trains. They had Lionel trains. They had whole-scale trains. But their wholesale... The whole sales area... The HO, maybe I should say. The HO sales area was very small. Not a whole lot there. And I was looking at some really cool stuff. They had box cars there. They had a crane car that came with a flat car, so you could load things onto it and stuff. All in the HO scale. And it was expensive. I think that crane thing was like $50. Really cool. But, oh, my gosh. And, of course, the other thing, which I've probably mentioned before, is that the space it takes up. I don't have that kind of room. I have a attic, which could fit it all very nicely. Wouldn't give me a ton of room, but some. We got a staircase going up into our attic, but it's unheated. And in the summer, it's unbearably hot. You starting to see the drawbacks there? You starting to see where maybe... Oh, boy. Maybe it's going to forget who I am. Okay. Keep coming backwards now. Yeah. Again, this is why this method of model railroading is just so much better. So much better in my mind. I know some people like the models, but they're expensive, and of course they become more and more expensive as time goes because fewer people are into it, and that just drives up the price. It's sad, but it's going to happen. There we go. There it is right there. And we will apply. But I still like going to those places to look, even though I have absolutely no intention of buying. I like to go and I like to look. All right. Now these are going to Hinton Foundry Works. So we'll stick them on this track over here with these empty flat cars. Of course, that was a thing too, wasn't it? Now memory is beginning to creep back in. I don't think there's room for those over there, but we'll have to see. Before we head out that way, because we're going to service the hill there first. We're going to go up on the hill to Hinton Grocery, Hinton Hardware, those places. Got a cough. There we go. No emergency mute, but I turned my head from the mic. There we go. Yikes. Oh, we hit right at 5. We hit right at 5. Okay. So then we're going to take a look to see where all the rest of my cars are. Hinton lumber shed. I think we already set those out, right? Didn't we set those up at the Hinton lumber shed last time? I'll look. Okay, we'll park this right here. Apply. Oh, yeah. Gotta hit the decouple thing. There you go. Now you got it, buddy. Let's go forward. There we go. In his beautiful C&O GP9 high hood. Okay. All right. Now, none of this should have anything. Oh, yeah, here we go. See, so these two are set out already at the blacksmith. And then these are set out at Hinton Lumber. And then we have these already set out at the fuel thing here. So, okay, so those are all done. Good man. Now, I want to find the Avis ones. Now, what track is Avis on? I don't know. Let's see. I can look it up, though. Avis is on track 6. So here's track 8. Is track 6 right here? Yeah, here's track 6 right here. So these are all going over to Avis. Yeah, the Avis repair card, Wicks Lumber, Honaker Lumber. Honaker Lumber takes on a lot of lumber. Not that I'm complaining. We're making money off of it, but they do. All right. So now we're going to ram these up the hill, right? Now, this one on the very... Well, let's first hook up to it. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Oh, boy. Okay. Here we go. Abach. Come on back. There you go, buddy boy. There it is. This way and then this way. Now, I just started playing a new game that I have absolutely no plans to begin recording. Out of Ore. So it's a mining thing. Boy, it sure is hard to get used to. The controls and all that are relatively simple. They're a little complicated, but not real bad. The problem is trying to dig with stuff. Because you can dig anywhere. And the ground axe, you can dig up piles of ground anywhere. And it's very testy. Oh, gosh, darn it. What am I doing? Stop. Slow down. Something. At Cliffs of Insanity. Just pushing me everywhere. Slapping me around. Okay, so let's go back here now. Where is this one going to here? This one here, all the way at the end, is going to the New River Grocery. Okay, so let's start backing up. There we go. Okay. Now, there wasn't other cars over here. These are overflows. Where are these going? These are going... Oh, yeah. Hinton Swift and Company. Thurman Swift. Clifton Forge. What? Oh, because they couldn't fit. That's right. Because they couldn't fit on these tracks, I put them over here. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Now, hopefully these are all set. Yeah, they are. Okay. Now, the box car, the New River Grocery is way back here. And this is New River Grocery. Yeah, New River Grocery. This is where we got to push it. Push it good. Here we go. Up this way. Nada. Up this way. Whoop, come on. What the? This way. There we go. And then this way, and then this way. We want to shove them all the way back there. Okay, here we go. Where are we right now? I don't know. We're right here. Okay. Heading up. No problem, like, right? Now, why is it we have hardly any problem on this hill, but on that little tiny hill coming in to the yard, he has such a hard time with? Because he's on the curve? He's got flange friction? Or I don't know. Maybe this is just a lighter load, too. That's a possibility. There we go. Up we go. Two switches we just went across the tracks look kind of weird. Like they need to be straightened out or something. They're wonky looking to me. All right, let's start slowing down now. Let's be generous on our slowdown. Because this is a dead end here. This is a... track terminates. It ends. It's got a bumper. Let's not test the limits of the bumper, shall we? Or shall we not? Okay, let's look at the switch list right way now. Okay, a whole lot of these are going to New River Grocery here on the end. Das ist gut. All right. Here we go. Here's a good shot. I like this shot. Slow it down a little bit. Little bit. Was I trying to get all the groceries together? Was I trying to block it that much in episode 106, the one right before this one? I don't know. Maybe I was. Because he's seen it all be going to New River Grocery, and it is blocked very nicely right now. There we go. Slow it down a little bit more. A bit more. That's really slow right there. That'll do. Right there. Okay, so these are all New River Grocery up to where? New River, all the way up to here to Hinton Hardware. Why am I... Oh, because I'm an idiot. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again now. Yeah. Okay. So it's just these right here. Look at how nicely I blocked that out. There we go. Now pull forward. And these are just all going to Hinton Hardware. That's not going to be very hard to remember. So I don't need my switch list any longer. Not much of a list when there's only one name on it. Is it still classified as a list if there's only one name on it? It's like, I'm thinking like the word several. If you have several things, that means you don't have one. And from what I know, it also means you have more than two, right? Two is not several. Two is a couple. Several means three or more, right? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. A, you may not know, but B, you can't answer me. So it's really not helpful. All right, here's Hinton Hardware right here, this building right here. Let's back it up. I'm way over there. You can see me there. Far right side. Look at this. You can see the little rapids here. Looking awfully uniform. The river. The yard. Yeah. The yard. Yeah, so the out-of-ore game is kind of frustrating at times. I started making money, a little bit of money. I hit pay dirt, and I got some coal, so I'm making a little bit of money, but still in debt, trying to work off the debt. Okay. Okay, Hinton Hardware employees, I got some work for you. Break's over. Get out there. Start unloading lumber. And then call your friends over at Honecker. Tell them I got some loads for them, too. I don't know why I feel like... Oh, it sounds like I'm mad. I'm really not, but... So all those cars on the overflow track have to be reclassified. That's Thomas's job. That is not Graham's job. But they should have been reclassified, at least to none at this point, but they were not. So there you go. Or maybe I did and I just forgot I did it. Possibility. Okay, we're going to stop it right there. Let's apply. And now we will go forward. We set out the cars at New River Grocery. Now we've set out the cars here at Hinton Hardware. VHH. Which also stands for High Hood, which is what I'm driving. Look at the coincidences coming up. And these two switches here look weird to me. Like they're not... Yeah, they kind of off to this angle, kind of weird. Like this track right here should be straightened out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, I'll look into it. Just not right now. I got a show to do. The show must go on. All those other little things you say. Fellas, watch out. Large concrete bunker followed by a large metal water tower. Got a couple campers down there. I always forget about that. You know the guys are dedicated when they're staying here in campers. Okay. So we got to pull these cars off the Avis track. These are not them here, though. And then we got to pull the cars off of that track over there. And, well, we'll get down here first, right? And I suppose I could cut. No, this is track 6 here. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't cut early. I'll have to come all the way down to hill. Here's a long shot. And then I'm going to have to check to see. So we did hardware. We got to do foundry works. Got to do the Hinton Block Company. And then Honaker Lumber, the car repair yard, and Avis Wicks Lumber. All right. Gotcha. You're not done yet, Graham. Let's go. Okay, I don't think I'm going to take these 3 right here, but I'm going to make sure of that. Because those are... Clear? Yep, no. A little bit further there, Graham. There you go, buddy. Because those are going to... Where are they going to? I just look. The Hinton Block Company. I think the Hinton Block Company is already full up. There ain't nothing. There's no more room to put any more empties, so we'll just leave them there on that track. Yeah, is this the Hinton Block Company right here? Oh, that's right. I didn't do those switches. You know, no, I think there is room. Or is this? Yeah, see, here's the Hinton Block Company right here. The one I'm thinking of is this one here, which is Avis Wicks Lumber. Am I going there? I am. So the Avis Wicks Lumber one, no more room. Look at that. There's flat cars everywhere. Look at how many cars are in his yard. Don't get distracted. But the Avis or the Hinton Block Company's got room. So it's the Wicks Lumber cars. Yeah, we got 2 cars over here in the yard, and we're not going to take the Wicks ones. Okay, so let's go over here to track 6. None of these are Wicks, right? This is just, yeah, the Foundry Works and the Block Company. But then over here on track 6, where are you at? There you are. We got Avis Wicks Lumber all the way at the end, right? And there should be 2 empties. Oh, no, that's incoming stuff. So we are going to have to bring those down there. What the heck is all this? More Avis Wicks Lumber. What the haystacks? Avis Standard Oil. Do I have any of this on here? What? What? Avis Standard Oil, Avis Car Repair. These are all going to Avis. Hence, they have Avis on the front of them. But I don't have any of those on my switch list right now. Yeah. Now, these right here, the Avis Wix Lumber. Wix Lumber only accepts lumber, right? What am I asking you guys for? How would you know? An Avis Harrison Switzer Company. Standard Oil. Okay. All right. You know what's going to happen? Because there's 35 cars here. Let me put you guys on pause here and figure out what the heck's going on here. All right. I've been having a face-to-face here with Graham, and I think we figured it all out. All those cars, I don't know where they came from. I don't know if I did that last episode, but I got it all figured out now. At least I know what I'm doing. So what difference does it make as long as I know what I'm doing? All right. So we're going to hook onto these. We just add like a whole lot more work. A whole lot more work on here for Graham. But he's been complaining that he's bored lately anyway, so there you go. It all works out in the end. So we're going to pick these cars up off of here. What I am forgetting to do, but I'm now remembering to do, is that there are certain industries that want us to pick up things as well. So that's what we're going to be doing while we work these industries as well, not just setting them out or storing empties. All right, now these, Hinton block and all that stuff. We got room over Hinton block. It's the Avis lumber we don't have room at, but we got to start loading cars. They want 7 cars picked up, which makes sense because they've got a lot of cars there, right? See, if you're going to use the spreadsheet, you got to read the whole spreadsheet, not just the parts that you like. Who am I kidding? I like all the parts. All right, I got to take a drink. And get rid of my schmutz. Alrighty. Now, are we aligned for track 6? I don't know. I suppose I should, as I am the engineer and the conductor. We can say 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6. 6 is not aligned. There we go. Now it is. All right. Do some long distance switch operations. Come on, Throat. Work with me, buddy. Not against me. Alrighty. 5, 6. Here we go. Now, the question is, do I push them through the yard at this point, or do I yank them all the way out and get them over here onto this track here? Seems to make more sense if I push them through, right? Well, we'll see how it lines up. This is going to be some interesting moves. All right, so we got that. Now, a lot of this stuff is loaded back here. There we go. This is one heavy train. All right, he's still pushing it, though. He's got it. He's got it under control. So we'll go this way, then that way, right? Yes. And we'll do this little crossover here. Yeah, we can make it going this way. Crossover here. Yes. Yes. Do like 100 crossovers. Then we're going to come over here. Yeah, and then we're going to come down into here. Now, down into here, we got several industries we got to service down here. The foundry. I know I got some stuff on there for the foundry. Hinton Block Company. And the Avis Harrison Switzer Milling Company's got one. And this is Avis Honaker Lumber and Avis Standard Oil. We got to service all these places. So Hinton Block Company and then Avis Hinton Foundry Works. What are the Avis Hinton line, property line go right through here? Why do they got to make things so difficult for me? Because I love it. All right, let's go back here now. Ooh, look at this shot. It's a long, long shot. All right. Bring me back in now. Let's we're going to be able to speed it up here. But let's go to the back of the train, see what we got. Where are all these fellers going? Let's juice it first. Let's juice it. And then this is all going to the Avis car repair. All right. So, when we get down to the turnout to get to those companies we were just looking at, Honaker and all them, the Switzer, we're going to shove these past it because these have to go past it. And then the Avis Standard Oil is definitely going down there. But we're going to have to make sure the Switzer car gets on there first. Because we can't set out the tankers because that will then block Switzer. So we may have to push everything past until we get to... I know, where is that Switzer car? Where you at, Switzer? That's not you. There he is. This is the Switzer car right here. It's after those 2 blocks of oil, right? So we got all these, and we got the oil. And then there is a... that's a hopper, right? Yep. Got logs in it. And then these are more oils. And then the Switzer. Yeah, and then anything above here is... Nothing up here is an oil, right? No, so we want to get all the oils out of the way. The one right after the last oil is the Switzer car. So we can start shoving that one down in there and see how everything else blocks out at that point, too. Of course, now I'm wondering, am I thinking right? I think so. So let's go take a look at it again while we're backing over these switches and everything. Right? Okay. Oh, Honaker Lumber's got to go there, too. Okay. What's this lumber over here? That's ball lumber. I'm thinking of the wrong lumber. Okay. So Honaker Lumber's got to go over here, too. So it's got to be Switzer, then Honaker, then the Avis Standard Oil, and then the Foundry Works. And then Hinton Block Company, which we got to do something. We got to load some things out. Okay, so let's go back here. Zoom back in. This is already interesting. We haven't even really started it yet. It's already interesting. So once we get this one on there, then we got to find the Honaker. Oh, Honaker. There they are right there. There's a bunch of them. And then the Foundry Works. Okay. One thing at a time. Let's get the Switzer on the right track. Anything above these that I got to worry about? There's the Avis Wick Lumber, but that's going down another one. And then the car repair. No, I think we're good. I think we want Western Pacific's 220136 slated for the Avis Harrison Switzer Company. Take a look back, see what we got. Can't see a whole lot. This has got to be a lot of weight, and yet he's not having too many problems pushing it. Is it going to tell me from this end what the weight is? It should, right? Yeah, look at that. It's 4,500 estimated total car weight. Oh, that's just for the car. 4,500 tons. Very good. All right, here's our... Wow, I didn't think we were going to get here this quick. All right, so we got to come over here now. These are all Avis car repairs, and this is set wrong, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, gosh darn it. It did that thing. Now, why would it click me all the way back over there? Gosh. I'm not going to complain, except that I have every right to complain. I was just about to switch it, and then for some reason, when I clicked on the screen to switch it, Yeah, now we got to stop. Now I got all the brakes are on. Everyone's dragging their feet, all the good stuff. Because we did not want to go down this way yet. There we go. Get some good stoppage in there. Uh-huh. Nice. You know, I got to look. I'm thinking about my Tidewater route again. So I'm going to, start working on it after this. I got to look. Are there Tidewater engines out there? Tidewater, liveries? Is it liveries or I think it's livery, right? But, yeah, because that would be kind of cool to put those on there, right? I want to maybe have some trains running through, set up a couple portals, that kind of stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I just got to work on it. Get it going. Nickel Plate Road. Not so light now, is it? Especially going across all those crossovers. That's really going to put some strain on the engine. He's doing another. He's doing okay. But now, see, we got these extra moves. These are all wasted moves. The railroad doesn't like that, but I love it. No, actually, I would have liked it better if it would have worked out the way it was supposed to. I would have. Okay, now I'm starting to think, too. Now, when I start shoving these cars down this way, are we going to run into a problem with the level crossing that's over here behind this tree somewhere? That's a problem to be dealt with at a later occasion. Okay. Slow it down. And there we go. Okay. I will come back over this way, and we'll go forward. No, it's backwards, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is backwards. Oh, he's having a hard time starting up on this one. That's all right. All he's got to do is put it like in, because what I had 50%, so it's like what, notch 4. All you got to do is put it in notch 4, and then you can reach down to your lunch pail and get out your bologna sandwich, have some chips, drink some Cokes. Maybe some, of course, back then, maybe it was like RC Cola. They had Coca-Cola back then, right? Sure they did. Trying to think of old-fashioned colas now. My brain is racing through the files. See if I can come up with a Town Club. Isn't that one? Town Club is an old ginger ale. Sure. All right. Go. Got it up to 5 miles an hour now. Let's see what else he can do. I'm imagining once he gets off those switches, he'll pick up speed. So these are all the repair yard cars. You need lots of parts, evidently, down in the repair yard. Is that the engine? No, I don't think so. It's just the sunlight glinting off. I thought it was like the yellow nose of the train. It's not. Well, actually, it would be not the nose from this angle, but we'd see the end of the train, the back end of the train. Now, here are these standard oils that have to go down there. They're going to the Avis Standard Oil Company. That's why they have their name stamped on there. That one's also going to Wicks Lumber, offloading those logs. Seems like an inefficient way to carry logs. I got those new skeleton cars now. They seem much easier to load and unload. But maybe not. You still got to lift them straight up, right? I don't think those slats come off. At least they usually don't take them off, right? They don't. Be nice, I guess, if they were to fold downwards. Okay, here comes here. Here's our car right here, that green Western Pacific. That's the one we're jonesing for. Stop it right there. That's good. Are we across the... We are not. Oh, yep, we are. I thought it was up here. Yeah, we are. You guys are going to have to wait. There's nobody waiting right now. But, yeah, anybody that comes up to that's just going to have to wait. We pulled too far past, but that's all right. Just waiting for the brakes to finally take full effect. Look, those wheels are spinning. Got those little white marks on there? Or those glints of... I don't know. There we go. Now forward. All right. Now we got to pull back past this again. Then these are going to Avis Wicks Lumber, which is further down the road here. So we're doing some blocking is what we're doing. There we go. I know I'm stating the obvious, but gosh, I like doing this. This is so much fun. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. As human beings, we like to categorize things. That's just something in our nature. We like to categorize things, and we like to put things where they belong. Some people are more, passionate about it and more orderly about it than other people are. But in general, human beings like things ordered. Maybe I'm just tapping into some type of primal desire. Whatever. I like it. Okay, so we got these coming down. Now we got to get those Honecker lumbers. I think those are them right there, right? Yeah, those are them right there. Okay. We'll apply this right here. We're going to back this up. By back up, I mean pull forward. Of course. Ooh. That hiccup came out of nowhere. I don't know if you caught it or not. I tried to suppress it. Here we go. Now, we may not be able to set out or store these Avis Wick lumber ones. I brought them over here because I didn't feel like trying to fish them out over in the other yard. It doesn't really make a difference anyway. So I brought them over this way. There's no room on those tracks over there, but we also had to pick up from... Oh, no, we don't. Nope. Really? Avis Wicks Lumber? I'll look into that later. It doesn't right now. I know that. I'm starting to think maybe I forgot to put them on the list. It happens. But eventually when I do this, I go, oh, yeah, that should have been put on the list. So it gets corrected pretty easily. All right, slow that down like this. Okay, so then we're going to... Let me make sure now, right? This is Avis Wicks Lumber over here. Yeah, that's Avis Wicks Lumber right there. I am thinking correctly. So then we got to get... So we got Switzer on there. We got to get the Honeckers on there. And then the Standard Oils. That's the order that they have to go down there with. I'm wondering if we're going to have enough room to do all this. To set them out like that so they can start getting unloaded all at once. Or we're going to have to parse it out. We'll see. Here are the Honecker Lumbers. Coming up here now. There's the engine of the train now. I just happened to glance up there. We are making progress. There we go. The brakes are a-squealing. And apply, decouple, forward hoe. Yep, Honecker Lumbers. I can read. Look at that. It's crazy. Okay, pass this one again now. Avis, then Honecker, then the oil. So we'll have to drag it all back. So there's a lot of oils going down there. I don't know, is it gasoline or is it actually oil? One would think it's some kind of prepared petroleum, right? I mean, they don't have got some tanks down there. I don't even know if that's for them. Okay, I gotta go look now. Whoa, hi. What's going on here at the... Yes, they got big tanks here. Yeah. I don't know. They're supposed to unload them here. Oh, they must hide the hoses somewhere. I don't know. Okay. That's neither here nor there. There we go. Let's get down a little bit. Let's get down a little bit. I'll get down on this. There we go. All right, then after that is the Hinton Block Company, which is also down there. And then the Hinton Foundry Works is also down there. But the Hinton Foundry Works has to go... Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, we hit that going way too fast. Sorry. My bad. Oh, now it's saying no train selected. Okay, so we have to select this train. And then we got to come back over here and select this train. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely Harrison, Switzer first. Then it's the Honecker Lumber. Then it would be the oil. Then it's the foundry. Holy guacamole. You know, these are going to Hinton Block Company, which we actually can keep them in there, right? Because the flat cars, because the track is before we get down there. And I hope I'm not going down that track right now that I'm thinking about it. Which doesn't sound like responsible railroading to me, that you're going down someplace and you're saying, I hope I'm not doing something. Didn't you know? Okay, no, we're not. We're not. Yeah, because here's the foundry right here, right? Yeah, that's the Foundry Works right there. This is just a Hinton Block Company. That's it. So it has to be Switzer first, then Honecker, then the oil, then the foundry. Okay, and then the block company's right here. And we got room for those cars, so that's no big deal. Plus, we're picking up cars from there. All right. So we want to apply here. Do that. Do this. Yep. Let's do this. Telephone. Darn telephone pole. We're not here to see you. Yeah, maybe a little. Okay, so what we got to do now is we got to get the tankers. Tankers got to be the next ones going down this track. Okay. Waiting for the clear. There it is. We'll switch that. And you know we're also going to have to switch? We're going to have to switch off episode 107 because we are right now in the butter zone. Yes, we are. Kind of a drag because I was really getting into this. But anywho, of course, I would never stop if that was the case. Maybe that should be my new YouTube thing. I'm just continuously broadcasting trains. It never stops. No, that idea was just scrapped. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun here with episode 107. I had a lot of fun. Episode 108 will come out in about a week and a half or so. Why don't you no, wait a minute. Before we do, wait a minute. Before, blah, 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 blah. You know what I want to see before we go? Look, there's nobody waiting. They all know. Oh, good. These were set straight. I probably should have checked that beforehand, but I did not. There's a Hidden Block Company. And then Avis is up here, right? Yeah, so we're going to go this, and then we want to do this. Yeah, see, like Avis is like packed. They got no more room. And we got to pull these out just in order to get those log cars in there so they can be unloaded. And then we got to load 7 of these to pull them back out of here. We got work. We got work to do. Okay, so back over this way again. All right. So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that I've blocked that level crossing back there, yet we have nobody waiting, well, this just may not be the channel for you.